Immerse yourself in the profound insights offered by Father Chuck Belmonte as he delves into daily reflections on various gospel passages from the Bible.
April 25, Thursday. How does Christ's resurrection impact on our lives? During this season, we are invited to reflect on the impact on our lives produced by the power of the resurrection. It may happen to us as it did to the first disciples, who, upon meeting Jesus after the resurrection, they asked themselves, "Is it true? Or was it just an illusion of our minds?" This is a legitimate question, and its answer is decisive. It should engage our lives in a certain direction. If it is true, everything changes in our life. And if it is not true, our life remains the same and loses consistency. If we never open ourselves to this doubt, it is because, perhaps, we are not willing to change anything. So, we choose it is better not to doubt at all. If Christ had not risen, his passion and death, no matter how spectacular, would remain an expression of goodwill, but without any consequences for us. On the other hand, if it is a real and historical event, even if it overwhelms our mind, it becomes a very powerful light and energy in such a way that it changes the future horizon of our life, of our death, and of the afterlife. It gives meaning and direction to all of them. The resurrection of Jesus Christ confirms that he is God, but the disciples did not recognize him at first, because he was changed, now glorious. But when he reveals who he is, the disciples identified him unmistakably. This identification, however, did not allow them to retain him, because he could not be taken or grabbed, since the Lord is already in another dimension. Thus, the passage from his dimension, heavenly, to ours, earthly, can take place only when he comes closer to us and enters into contact with us. The most intense moment of this closeness is the Eucharist. For this reason, the Eucharistic adoration is a personal face-to-face communication with Jesus, although he remains in his dimension, and for this reason we cannot see him as he is. Thus, faith in the resurrection leads us to love for the Eucharist, and the Eucharist itself nourishes in us faith in the resurrection. It is worthwhile to pause this Easter to consider the powerful force of Christ's resurrection in each one of us and in the whole of humanity. We must allow that energy to transform us. We must not throw to waste this energy because of our incapacity to love, the obstruction of our heart, or just laziness.
I would be delighted to extend an invitation to you once again tomorrow for another insightful reflection on the Gospel by Father Belmonte.